Man, that Homer Ibarra is one hard-working dude. He's doing a great job out there, and we have got another demo on the set here for you folks here at EA Summer Showcase. This is our penultimate demo. Joining me on the stage is Anthony Demento, designer on Madden 12. Anthony, welcome.
Happy to be here.
Glad to have you. Now, Madden 12, not coming out as soon as NCAA 12, but nonetheless, one of EA's, flagship sports franchises.
Absolutely.
You guys are carrying a big weight on your shoulders. How's the development process been?
It's been great. We had a great year. We really focused on what our hardcore fans want and what they want to see, and it was in the details this year. It's just like hundreds of little details, little things we got in, from 3D grass to the kick up on the 3D grass. It sounds minor, but all this stuff adds up. I've been a Madden fan my whole life. This is the Madden. You can't miss it this year. I know somebody probably says that every year, but I swear.
But this year, it's your job to say it.
This is the year. So
no, but that's interesting. I mean, the grass is totally a tiny thing, but when you get as close to realistic looking as Madden does, every little thing helps, because then you're sort of, it looks so close to real, you just want every little last thing to be in place.
Right, and the list of these little things goes on and on. Like our pylons fall over now. It sounds minor, but it makes a difference. There's a little sticker on the back of the quarterback's helmet, that shows they talk to the booth. Mm-hmm. There's, it's so much. It's hard to keep track of everything. It wasn't like that one big core feature. I mean, we have that, whether it's dynamic player performance or our big online feature, which we're going to be talking about next week. It's just, we did a lot. We have all these authentic runouts, which you're looking at now. The mascots you're seeing here in Denver. All 32 teams have their own authentic runouts. All the pyros hooked up. We have the actual Tampa Bay Buccaneers PA announcer came in and introduced all the players for these. So we really just put a focus on broadcast football and capturing that. You see here on these cameras how there's a little shake, and how you see that little human error. We actually got actual NFL film cameramen to come into our mocap studio, put the little mocap balls on their cameras, and had this video playing, and we let them run around with their cameras just like that guy is in the scriptable, and we mocapped him filming this. So that's how it's more realistic than, it's the most realistic thing I've ever seen in a sports
You get
game.
that feeling of there's a guy behind this and he's pointing it at the players.
Yep.
So does that mean you're announcing playable cameramen here?
I wish. Maybe one of my features for next year. We'll see.
Now, that's actually a question that I had, because recently in the NFL, you've seen a lot more of these shots where the camera is suspended on cables above the field, and so you get these sort of kind of initially disorienting, but ultimately really cool, tracking shots from right behind the line of scrimmage.
Right.
Do you guys have those here?
See, it's funny you should mention that, because one of our cool presentation features this year is we actually placed cameras in the exact places they're placed in all 32 NFL stadiums. So the cuts you see in replays and in all your cut scenes are going to be different. Like this camera here you see on the kickoff, it's different in Denver than it would be in Seattle, and it's different than it would be in New England, because it's actually placed in the exact spot it is in the stadium. We have all the cameras placed in the exact spots except for that wire cam, but that's no big deal. Don't worry about that.
Dude, seems like an incredible amount of information to work into your game.
We worked really closely with the networks and got a lot of information with them. They were super cool, letting us show how they do their broadcast, and we really tried to mimic that. Our goal this year was broadcast football, and everything you see on Sunday, whether it's just small changes to the UI there to make it look more like a broadcast. It's just it was our focus this year, and I think we did a great job. Not to toot our own horn, but
man, that's what you came here to do. It's all right. Beep beep, toot away. So we've talked about sort of the presentation, right? Mm-hmm. But once you get down to it, Madden's all about the gameplay, the strategy.
Yep.
Really getting into the nitty gritty. How does it feel to play this new Madden versus previous iterations?
It's killer, and for me the biggest thing was we got rid of suction. If you haven't heard of suction, in our previous games we used to start our tackle animations a little bit before the players actually made collision. It sounds like it's minor, but what we did this year is we don't actually show the tackle.
I would go to tackle you and you'd start falling over a little bit before I hit you?
We kind of warped the defender into the ball carrier, so that it made for some wonky looking stuff. Mm-hmm. So we changed that, and our tackle animations don't actually start until the players make collision with each other, and it makes for a way smoother tackling system. It looks phenomenal. And you'll also see guys, stealing tackles. Like you'll see a guy hit a quarterback from the front, another guy hit him from the side, and have him actually steal that tackle, push him off to the left or the right, from whatever direction he hit him on. And it's a game changer. I have friends come over to my house and ask me to play Madden NFL 11 now. I tell them I can't do it. I can't even look at it.
I can't go back.
I can't even look at it. But
the future is here, almost.
Our other biggest gameplay upgrade was our zone defense. It's something that the guys, have been saying over the years that zone defense isn't effective enough. It's effective this year. It's pretty much all I've been running. In fact, back in December we were looking at it. It was almost too good. We were seeing, 7 to 10 interceptions a game. We had to pull it back a little bit. We don't want people getting frustrated, throwing their controller on the ground. But it feels great.
That's very thoughtful of you. That's nice.
It's supposed to be fun, right?
True.
So, it feels great, and the zone defense is super effective. So I encourage everyone to try it out this year.
So who's your team, Anthony?
I'm a Patriots fan personally,
yes,
but
my man.
All right, but I try to mix it up in the office. I'm playing as the Bucks a lot. The Ravens are phenomenal. I try to use a team with a good run game and a good defense, and those are the type of teams that
you gravitate towards.
Get down with.
Now, of course, you're all football fans. You definitely want there to be a football season this year.
Of course.
Is there part of the development team that's like, hey, maybe if there's no other game in town, Madden 12, boom, that's it. That's where people are going for their NFL.
Like you said, we're all football fans. We watch every game. A lot of us get together on Sunday, and I can't imagine not having a football season. I'm optimistic. I'm hoping for the best because I'm hoping we get another Patriots Super Bowl. I've been waiting for this one for a few years now.
Yes,
Jets broke my heart last year.
Oof. We don't need to talk more about that unless you want to see some grown men get emotional. And even if you do want to see it, no, that's not what we're here to talk about.
Yeah,
all right, so Madden 12. This is also it's a huge online game. Can you talk about anything online that's really gonna grab folks, or something new this year that's maybe just a thing that's of note?
This is my baby, and I can't talk about it yet. We got a PR lock. It's part of our playbook as we roll out features, and next week we'll be revealing our big online features, online communities. I want to talk about it so bad.
Next week.
It's going to be
but
great.
But the showcase is this week.
All right, I'm going to give you some vague details, okay? Yes. So it's kind of bringing that social aspect to Madden. We want to give gamers the ability to play the game the way they want to play it against the type of people they want to play it against. And building off our big feature last year, which was online team play, and also the main way people play online is ranked head-to-head. So we're trying to incorporate those two features into a social aspect. And like I said, I probably gave away too much already. I'm gonna get in trouble, but
we can ferry you out of the EA Redwood Shores campus here.
It's going to be huge.
We've got trunk space for you. We'll get past the security. You'll be all right.
We've been revealing it to some of our community guys who come in and test the game, and the first time we revealed it, we got a standing ovation. So I'm so excited to get this out there.
All right. Well, we'll be looking forward to hearing more about that next week. Anthony, Madden 12. What systems can people play this on, and when is it coming out?
PS3, Xbox 360, and we also have our iPad and iOS versions coming out August 30th. Got to pick it up. This is the year.